This video will show how to open a consolidated e-invoice. Firstly, go to the e-invoice in the navigation bar. Then click on the Consolidated e-Invoice. In this window, click on New. Then a menu will show. You can choose the date range and the document type for the Consolidated e-Invoice. Consolidated e-Invoice are usually issued at the end of the month, which is from first of the month to last day of the month. But you can generate as many consolidated e-invoice as you like. The most important thing to remember is that you must submit the consolidated e-invoice before the next month 7th. If the submission past 7, there is a penalty. Now, moving to the document type. Usually, we will take on the invoice, cash sales, credit note, and debit note. After we click on Generate, AutoCount will automatically combine those transactions that are still in pending, submitted, failed, invalid, or without TIN number into 4 consolidated e-invoices with different document source type. But for now, let's take a look at the document that needs to be made into a consolidated e-invoice. So here are some documents that I opened and not yet be made into consolidated e-invoice. For example, in the invoice, there are a few invoices that don't have a TIN number. So their e-invoice status is empty. Besides that, there is an invoice that shows invalid. So these two types of invoice need to be made into a consolidated e-invoice. And for the cash sales, there are 2 cash sales without TIN number and 1 invalid cash sales. So these 3 cash sales need to be made into a consolidated e-invoice. It is same for the credit note and debit note. If they are invalid or do not have TIN number, they need to be made into a consolidated e-invoice. So let's get back to the consolidated e-invoice and click on Generate. Then click on Yes. As you can see, there are 4 types of consolidated e-invoice generated by AutoCount, which is invoice, cash sales, credit note, and debit note. You can double click on any of the consolidated e-invoice to look at the details. For example, this consolidated e-invoice has 4 transactions in it, but you cannot view the details of each of the transactions. As you can see, the number of the transaction is jumping. It is not a system error. It is because in the invoice, document 76, 78, and 80 is submitted and validated by the LHDN. Finally, click on Save. And 4 consolidated invoice is generated. That's how you open a consolidated invoice. Thanks for watching.